Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you've had a fantastic Monday. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but as you know, I have been out of town and traveling, and that is part of the reason that I am on here today, because I want to share some things with you as far as that goes, because am kind of a creature of habit, especially since I've been going through my healing journey. I have specific things and routines that I do to kind of help keep me grounded and just keep my mind where it needs to be. Well, when you're traveling and you're going to events and stuff, that luxury is not one of the things you get to have. But there are still things that you can do if you find yourself going into some of those old patterns, especially thought patterns. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because yesterday, as we were getting ready to go to the airport in Albuquerque, our flight kept getting delayed. In fact, it got totally rebooked to another flight. And so I caught myself starting to think some of those old thought patterns. And then I was like, no. Everything happens for a reason. This is going to be a great day. All this that's going wrong right now is because it's going to be a great day. And it actually did turn into a really great day. Because what we ended up doing was, instead of waiting in the Albuquerque airport for 7 hours, we got on and we booked a flight to an earlier flight so we could travel to Texas, but we had a little bit of a layover in Vegas, but it minimized the amount of time we had to sit in the airport. And also we did get in a little earlier as well. The only downside was that because we rebooked our flight, we didn't get to really pick our seating. But that actually was a blessing in disguise, because what ended up happening is this. I am sitting there waiting for them to call us to board, and I just see this older Native American man, and he had on all these really eccentric jewelry pieces, and I was like, wow, I'd really like to talk to him. Well, the universe listened, because I boarded the plane and I'm walking back towards the back and searching for a place that I might want to sit. The gentleman looks at me and he goes, "Are you looking for a place to sit?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, I am." And so he says, "Well, you can sit right here." So he got up and let me sit next to him, and we ended up talking the whole flight. It turns out that he was a leader of one of the tribes in New Mexico, and is actually a very well-known Native American sculptor. And so I got to hear all about his art and stuff, and find out that his jewelry, he actually made it. So see, if I hadn't changed my thought process, I may not have been able to sit through that 2-hour flight to Vegas and have an intriguing conversation with a very well-known Native American artist, which was exciting to get to learn about all the things he does and about his pieces of jewelry and the sculptures that he's made. So I was able to learn something and actually sit next to someone that I just kind of spotted and thought it would be really cool to talk to. Then to top it off, when we got to Vegas, he told me, well, if you sit on this side of the plane going back next to the window, you will get to see a lot of pretty scenery. Well, I still had almost last pick on the next flight, and it just so happened there was a couple both sitting on the outer seats and the window seat, one window seat available on that plane, and I was able to get that seat and spend the whole 2 hours seeing the beautiful scenery that our God created. So here's what I want to say. Even though something may start off bad, just remember this. It's because there's something great or exciting that is meant to happen. So just remind yourself of those things when you face those little obstacles, because those little obstacles are trying to pull you back off your path. But if you recognize it and you turn it around, it turns around because your thoughts create your external world. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to read a couple of scriptures. The first one's Proverbs 16:9. The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. See, I had all my plans, but the Lord established everything from there. He knew. I just had to do my part. Second one, 2 Timothy 1:13. What you heard from me, keep as the pattern of sound teaching with faith and love in Christ. See, we have to keep firm and realize when we're going back to those old patterns that don't serve us, that it's these new patterns that we've recreated that leads us to bigger and better. So I'm going to leave you with that right there. And I'm so excited that I am getting a little bit of downtime and I'm able to talk to you guys today. And I just want you all to know, I hope you have a fantastic week. And if no one else has told you today, I love you.